Hey everybody, it's me, Super Paul Games, and welcome back to Hector, Badge of Carnage. We just crashed into the clock tower. More like cock tower.
Well, I'm sure I can find a use for this.
Was it just me, or was that kind of loud? Can we use that to pry this open?
Strong little bugger.
What if I look at it dirty?
Locked. Little devil stronger than I thought.
I'm guessing we can't get out of here, can we?
Leave? I just flew through a windscreen to get in here. I ain't just walking back outside. Time to face the crappy, repetitive music.
Alright, let's see if...
No! The triple distilled gelignite has been unleashed. It'll devour the whole town. Oh, I ain't touching that with me bare hands. I like me fingers too much.
Alright, let's go up to the clock tower at the top of it and see if the terrorist is up there.
Barnsley Noble.
Ah, Detective Inspector Hector. I heard the familiar sound of the wanton destruction of municipal property downstairs and knew you must have arrived.
Was it Shakespeare who said that no noble deed goes unpunished?
Oscar Wilde, you imbecile, read a book.
Oh, pardon me for getting my raving literary ponces confused. I could have just gone with game's over, bucko, but I was trying to make an effort.
We're trying to class it up. I like you'll probably never get away with this. You seem busy, I'll keep... No.
Before you destroy us all, I just have one question for you.
I'm all ears.
But chances are that question will lead to more questions.
That's okay, I love a good chit-chat.
What was the point of all those useless quests you had me on?
Surely you've worked it all out by now.
Let's pretend I'm a complete dullard and I haven't yet.
Shouldn't be too hard to imagine. Ask away.
Why'd you make me fix the clock?
I'd think that was the most obvious.
Try me.
I trust that since you escaped the death tank, you found your way into my lab at the farm, yes? You heard the notes and saw the fate of the poor badger? Now, where best to play those notes for a whole town to succumb to them? Ah, the sound of the pealing bells ringing across the sky will, to me, be the sweet sound of rebirth.
So you're gonna kill everybody in the town to fix it?
Why'd you make me tear down the Exotico? May it rest in peace.
Setting aside the fact that the Exotico was the physical manifestation of at least 5 of the deadly sins, and the fact that it was run by that horrible, gluttonous sloth, Filthy Rich.
Now, have you ever taken the time to speak to Filthy Rich? He's actually rather nice.
And the fact that it represented everything that was wrong with the Clappers Wreake Chamber of Commerce. I needed that.
Oh, you're trying to say you wanted to get your hands all over Filthy Rich's massive throbbing pole.
Not in those exact words, but yes. You see, the bells are good, but to amplify the vibration of the bells to carry across the entire town,
You needed an enormous vibrator.
I needed the intense output of waves it provided to...
Your plan for the destruction and rebirth of a sinful town hinged on your acquisition of an enormous sex toy?
Well, yes. Kind of ironic, isn't it?
Very much so.
Where the hell is my 25,000 quid?
Why, how do you think I've funded this lovely festival?
Boy, can't get much for 25 large these days.
Most of it went on the band.
Those kids weren't that good, though.
Never mind, I get it.
Well, why... I like that.
What was the exact moment in your life that made you such an unhappy little man?
Oh, Hector, are you profiling me like an actual real detective?
No, I just want some backstory I can taunt you with later.
Well, since you're being so uncouth about it, I'll make this long and dull.
Aw, man.
Ah, what the hell? Ball bags, what have I done?
Back when I was but a young lad.
Yeah, town went ugly on you. Look, we did all this back at the building.
Oh, yes, right, we did. I'll skip ahead to college. As the town was quickly descending into the moral cesspit of peccadillo, I had ascended to the top of my class at Clappers Wreake Polytechnic.
Ha! Top of his class. They give out diplomas like we give out parking tickets.
I graduated with honours, with a double major in hospitality and biochemistry. I was ready to challenge the world. Despite offers from all over the country, I made a beeline for the Clappers Wreake Tourism Board. I was going to do my best to turn this town around and make it a place to be proud of again. I had fresh ideas, new campaigns to bring in the tourist in droves, drive up the economy and the town's sense of self-worth. If only they'd listened to me then. The town got worse. All tourism funding was poured into the ill-fated Clappers Wreake Charity Casino, and so began the avalanche effect. Crime, corruption, sin, debauchery. The town had slipped down a canyon so low that there was no way out. Except to keep digging, of course. Digging until you get so low you emerge out the bottom. And that's where Arsenal will punch through.
What exactly is in those badges?
Ready for another flashback?
Yeah, let's do it. It's the gas that the badger got hit by.
All right, get on with it.
After the collapse of the tourist board, I hung up my hospitality coat in favour of my other college major, biochemistry. You see, I had a profound vision. Tell me, Hector, what is it that makes some people cheerful and others grumpy?
Booze?
Accessibility to pharmaceuticals? You're actually not that far off. It's a chemical imbalance in the brain. Take any behavioral disorder. Autism, Asperger's, OCD, ADHD, all can be modified by restoring a chemical balance to the brain through medication.
Right, so if it works for them, why not arseholes too?
Exactly. What if I could isolate the gene or synapse that causes impoliteness, sarcasm, general ill will?
You'd be putting me out of a job.
But isn't that a good thing?
Not to my wallet. I'd have to learn an actual skill, like timber joinery or Microsoft bleeding Excel.
After years of searching, I finally located the corner of the brain responsible for rudeness, disrespect, and deceit. I dubbed it the occipital lobe.
I would have gone for the ectoral cortex myself.
I hadn't met you yet. Once I'd found that, my goal was to synthesize a counter-agent, Nicetol. Anyone exposed to Nicetol would have the occipital lobe physically shrink and become, in a word, nice. But what I discovered was quite the opposite. You see, it's much easier to enhance the qualities of the occipital lobe rather than suppress them. I carried out illicit tests on animals and in some cases humans, and everything and everyone became angrier, meaner, less patient, and more violent.
In short, a complete arse.
Yes.
So, in attempting to create Nicetol, you actually created...
Arsenal! Buckets of it! Enough for every man, woman, and child in the town 10 times over.
So that's your plan? You're going to turn everyone in town into arseholes?
Yes! An entire town of raving, vicious, amoral bastards!
How will you know it worked?
Because I'll be up here watching as the whole town boils over in a horrible, bloody death match. I've decided that this town is beyond saving, so I've decided to wipe the slate clean and start again.
Who are you to play God?
So what do you expect to happen once the bells go off?
Chaos, disorder, mayhem, wanton destruction, and yes, murder. The town will devour itself in its own horrendous bastardness, the likes of which not even you could imagine.
I don't know. You should see my dreams.
And then, when the whole town lies dead, I'll emerge triumphant from my tower and build a happier, friendlier Clappers Wreake from its ashes. Claptopia.
Where will you get the happy people from to repopulate it?
Canada.
Oh yeah, they're good people, except the French, of course.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Oh man, I got French-Canadian friends.
Why don't you just move to Newquay or something?
Why should I be the one who has to move? I'm the nice guy.
You're kind of going against the grain a bit.
This is my town, and you've all ruined it. So I'm going to ruin it back.
That's a bit immature.
You dare to call me immature?
Tosspot. Your stories are the delusional, ludicrous gibberings of a raving half-wit.
Where have I heard that before?
I think I said something like that to you back at the building. It was such a well-phrased insult, I thought I'd use it again.
Bookends, you know?
I'll stall for time later. Stuff to do with that. Drop that whatever you've got in your hand and kick it across the floor to me.
What's this? You don't want me to do that.
Indeed I do.
You see, it's called a dead man's switch.
How appropriate.
It means that if I let go of it, the detonation sequence begins immediately. So if I die, or I'm knocked unconscious, or even just startled by a small bird, it's bye-bye Clappers Wreake. Still want me to kick it over?
Probably. Boo.
Boo. Ah, don't do that.
Sorry, couldn't help myself. Can I please have that detonator?
Of course not.
I said please, that was really hard for me.
Oh, wow, Hector, you've taught me that even you can learn from your mistakes and find politeness inside.
So can I have the detonator?
No.
Toss bag. You'll probably never get away with this.
Probably.
I'll try my absolute best to stop you, but I have my doubts that I'll succeed.
Well, it's good to be honest.
I've got this place surrounded.
Please, Hector, you're not that fat.
Oh.
Why, I oughta.
That wasn't nice at all.
Come with me if you want to live.
I was going to say the same to you, and then I thought about how little I wanted to spend the last days of Clappers Wreake with only you for company, so I just kept my mouth shut.
Of all the tossers in the world, I had to run into you.
But Hector, you didn't just run into me. I engineered our meeting from the beginning.
Remind me to thank you properly later.
Better do it now. Doubt you'll be alive later to do it properly.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Is that an actual threat or a random hackneyed catchphrase that you're just supposed to say in situations like this?
Your move, creep.
I'll buy that for $1.
Thank you for your cooperation.
I'm going to look at this. I don't think it's going to tell us anything new.
Would you mind explaining a few more things before I die? Of course, I love going on at length about my own brilliance.
We already did all those.
I'll stall for time later. You seem busy. I won't keep you any longer. There's the old clocksmith's moonshine jug. Ugh, empty. That old lush.
Can I combine these?
What are you, an idiot?
I wanted to hit them at his face. I know it's going to set it off, but hit him.
No way I could whack him before he got to that button. It'd feel good, though.
Then do it. Even if everyone becomes an asshole.
I can't combine those things. Well, those things together, not bloody likely.
Would you like a drink?
Me aim's not that good. Plus, I don't want him setting anything off until I've thought of a way to harm him in the process.
I was just offering it to him.
If I get any closer, Barnsley will set off the device. Great, I'm back where I started. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5 bells. We're doomed. So, that's what he needed the pawn shop demolished for. And it all comes together. That's a marvel of modern engineering, that is. I can't even work me digital cable. Tosser. Old Clappy hasn't looked this shiny since the Blitz.
Well, I'm just going to randomly try and throw the jug at things.
Wouldn't even make a dent. Wouldn't even make a dent.
Now you're just being stupid.
I'll be back. I know it's anticlimactic, but...
Hold off on Armageddon just a few more minutes. I'm making popcorn downstairs. Right, there's got to be something around here I can use to unequivocally monkey up his detonator, what's it? Wonder where that clocksmith fella got off to. Probably airdropped him into downtown Tehran. They'll take anybody these days.
The moonshine jug, is there anything left in there?
One drop. I was hoping for the ultimate Molotov cocktail to bung up his device. Still, drunkards can't be choosers. Best to save it for something small.
I'm sure we can use that to dissolve the lock. Let me in.
Sometimes a drip is all you need. Imagine what this could do for the chrome on me caravan. Now, let's see if there's anything useful in it.
Bloody little Borko from the Preservation Society. I'll rip the Borko bloody smile from his Borko bloody Borko face. I'll... Oh, hello. It's you.
No, nothing useful in it.
What were you doing in there, bro?
How did an old battle-hardened chap like yourself get overpowered by a weak little turd in rainbow braces? Oh, it don't take much to push a guy into a closet if he don't have no legs. Besides, he told me he wanted to see me medals. Nobody ever asks me about me medals.
Should have been your first clue he was up to something.
Right.
On your feet, soldier.
Eh? What? Corporal Flack? Sir! Sir, with all due respect, sir, I am standing at as full attention as I am capable, sir. Oh, wait, it's just you. Excuse me while I sit back down in disrespect.
There's a crazed terrorist up in your clock about to unleash hell upon the town.
Serves them bloody right, I say. Call me when the smoke clears. And get the door on your way out.
Quit your belly aching and get up those stairs on the double.
Stairs? Ha! Have you taken a look at me lately? With your good eye? Last time I did bloody stairs, I was being pushed by Winston Churchill.
Forcefully and down, I reckon.
Yeah, I've seen you up there before.
If you don't do stairs, how'd you get up there to fix the clock?
Same way I always do. Oh, that's...
Which is how, exactly?
All right. There's a dumb waiter behind the distillery.
Dumbwaiter? Where does it go?
Opens out onto the roof. From there I take the platform down and get in through window to clock face.
Perfect. I can get onto the roof, and then when that smug son of a...
I don't mean to ruin your climax, but the dumbwaiter only seats one, and that's me.
Why can't I go in the dumbwaiter?
Because I rigged it in such a way that if anyone doesn't match my weight and size is allowed to get within 6 feet of the top, it plummets, killing whoever's inside.
Why would you do that?
Why else, bloody Borko spies?
Look, you old codger, it's time to stand up for what you believe in.
Is that another crack at me wheelchair?
Of course not, I meant metaphorically stand up.
Then you can metaphorically piss up a flagpole, Arse.
How do you do that?
Come on, help me. You'll get your self-respect back.
Self-respect? Don't talk to me about self-respect. You're the one standing there in his underpants.
What the hell are you talking about? I'm fully dressed.
Eh? Oh, sorry, can't really see out of my left eye.
You help me take this guy down and I promise you a soldier's death.
Okay, I'm in.
I'm not leaving until you help me.
Piss off! Where's me blimmin' shotgun?
Good question. Where is your blimmin' shotgun?
Oh, right, there was a blockage in the distillery. Only thing I had long enough to waggle it out was me shotgun. Melted the shells and kablooey! Ears ringing like Nam all over again. Or was it Gallipoli? Oh, they all run together now. Barely hear you and your right bleeding in front of me.
I need your help to unfix this clock.
You what? It's only been running for a bleeding day.
Have you got any weapons in this place?
After losing the shotgun, all I got left are me wits.
So we're unarmed then?
Well, pretty much.
Hang on. What was that noise in your head?
What's this? Yeah, just another one of me old war stories. You don't want to hear it, I don't expect.
I love your stories. They're great.
Are you kidding? I love your stories like dogs love licking themselves.
All right then. It were night. Surrounded on all sides, including above and below. Explosions coming from all directions. I was in the larder, trying to put together late supper for 800 injured soldiers. They called me Cookie. No time for imagination back then.
Is this going to be a long one?
Then suddenly, bang! Bloody Porco shot right through the hull. Non-perishables flying everywhere. Nowhere to hide. No escape. Tin of chicken Vienna sausages lodged in me head. Still there to this very day.
Wow, I'm surprised they didn't make a movie of that.
Jerry Bruckheimer's working on it as we speak.
Can I see the tin?
Ho, 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 boyo. It's a gruesome sight for little eyes such as yours. I dare you to look upon this.
Wow. Who told you it was a tin of sausages?
Ha! Doctors told me not to worry too much about it. Why?
Because it ain't a tin of sausages.
Eh?
It's an unexploded bomb.
You what?
Probably told you not to worry because they figured you'd be dead in an hour.
Explains why they put me in a ward by myself.
Can I see the bomb in your head again?
Oh, if you don't mind, can we keep calling it the tin of sausages?
Hey, your tin. Neat. Sit tight.
I always do. I lost my lower intestine in war.
Does that mean he's going to die a soldier's death by blowing up with him? Before we leave, we're going to take a shot trying to knock it out of his head with a bumper.
Let's see that bomb in your head again. Right, now, hold still. This may pinch a bit. Wow! I can see your brain. What happens when I do this? Wow, see your leg just then?
That weren't my leg.
Oh. Oh, dear. Ew. Give me the bomb.
Okay, nice and easy.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about nice and easy. Fallen on me head more times than you've had hot ladies.
So, 4 times then.
Oh, really? No, I had you down for less than that. Well, regardless of your definition of hot, I wouldn't be too ginger with that thing. Around this long. Should take one hell of a wallop to set that bugger off.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, everybody, that's going to be the end of this episode. So somehow we need to use the bomb to stop the guy. I wonder if we can just run it up and throw it at him. I think he said it needs to wallop it pretty hard, so maybe we need a hammer? I don't know. Well, everybody, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time on more Hector Badge of Carnage.